Good afternoon, all. Thank you so much for joining today's webinar on skilling, and the entire discussion would be related to the skilling ecosystem. And I would like to share that we will be formally starting the session within a couple of minutes. And in the meanwhile, I just introduced Gaurav sir, Gaurav Gupta, Executive Director, Grant Thornton, who will be taking the introductory session with you all. Thank you.
So, Sadhru, should we start or wait for 2-3 minutes more?
Sir, I think we can go ahead and start, sir. I mean, 35 participants have already logged in.
So, good afternoon, everybody. I am Gaurav Gupta, Executive Director with Grant Thornton Bharat. I welcome Ashok Pandey, sir, General Manager, SIDBI. He leads the programs for development and impact vertical at SIDBI. He is a very senior banker with around 33 years of experience. By qualification, he is an engineer, production and operations engineer. And besides this, sir has lot of certifications and a lot of other educational accolades to his credit. So, sir is also a certified associate of Indian Institute of Banking. Sir has done his executive MBA from Narsi Monji Institute. Besides us being a senior banker, he also specializes in various areas of banking which relates to policies and risk management. Specifically, he has done a lot of work in capital charge computation under Basel II for credit risk, policy framework, internal capital adequacy assessment. So I welcome you, Pandey sir, for leading this entire program. With us is the today's speaker, Mr. Sadanand Sharma. I welcome you, Sadanand Sharma. Sadanand Sharma is a senior professional with around 17, more than 17 years of experience. He is with Grant Thornton Bharat for around 14 years now. He leads the skill vertical and he is part of the rural and livelihood development vertical. So for today's seminar, which will very critical, very relevant for the MSMEs, because there are a lot many schemes for which, with respect to the skilling, which Mr. Sadanand Sharma will be sharing with the audience. So the MSMEs can take benefit of many of these schemes. So I request now Sadanand Sharma to please proceed with today's session.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gaurav ji, for inviting me in this session where I think we can benefit the MSME segment as well. And thank you, Ashok sir, as well, regarding the SIDBI part as well, which actually given us the importance of skilling in the MSME segment as well. Right now, the government of India is also trying to involve more and more industry partners, the large corporates, as well as the MSME segment, so that they will get the skilled manpower, which is actually a key point in increasing the productivity and enhancement of the productivity of an individual. So I'm just sharing my screen. Made a brief presentation about some of the central and state schemes where actually the segment will get benefited, and after that we can also discuss how the entire thing can be implemented as well, and where GT is also supporting the different state or central ministries in getting the industry partners to be onboarded, and how even the MSME segment is getting benefit through the associations as well, where they are not directly getting into the schemes with the department.
Sadananji, a small request to the
Yeah.
industrial participants, the MSME participants. So in the registration form, there was a column for your requirement for any credit from SIDBI, right? So if any of the participants are interested in availing credit from SIDBI, they can, if even if they have
They have
missed
missed
of filling
filling in
in the
in the
registration
registration
form,
form.
our team
Our
will
team
reach
will
out to
reach out
you
to you
so
so
that
that
you can
you
avail
can
the
avail the
benefit of.
benefit of.
Hello.
You are audible,
You are audible,
Sadanand.
sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay.
it's
It's
okay.
okay.
It's okay.
Sadanand, you
Saran,
are
you are
mute.
mute.
Sudip ji,
Sudip ji,
why
why
is the
is the
mic
mic
going?
going?
Sir, I think we
Sir,
are
I
good.
think we are good.
Yeah, I think that now I'm audible, right?
Yes, Sadanand, you are
Yes, sir.
audible.
But screen, I'm just screen sharing.
पहले स्क्रीन शॉट टॉप कीजिए, उसके बाद आप जिस स्क्रीन को खोलना चाहते हैं उसको ओपन कर लीजिए एंड प्रेजेंटेशन मोड में जाइए, उसके बाद स्क्रीन शेयर कीजिए.
From where this gallery view.
नो, फर्स्ट आप स्टॉप स्क्रीन शेयर स्टॉप कीजिए.
Okay.
अभी आपको क्या करना है, अभी जिस स्क्रीन को आप दिखाना चाहते हैं उसको ओपन कर लीजिए.
Okay.
उसके बाद शेयर में जाइए, स्क्रीन शेयर कीजिए, उसी को शेयर शेयर कीजिए.
Okay. Okay. Now I think it's visible, right?
It's
Yes,
visible
yes.
now. Yeah, please go ahead, Sadanand ji.
Thank you so much. So brief about Grant Thornton. We all know that Grant Thornton is one of the leading audit firm as well as providing consultancy in many countries as well as in India. So we have multiple offices and working in different segments, whether it's infra development, social, economic, procurement, digital, and climate resilience. More than 12,000 people already working in Grant Thornton, and we have more than 20 offices. Yeah.
चार्ज नहीं है तुम्हारा अभी.
So now I will focus more about the experience in skill development, which
चार्ज अगर लगा के
currently we are supporting central and state government schemes in different departments. For example, in Haryana, we have already done one of the PMU for Skill Vishwakarma University, wherein multiple industry partners, for example, Maruti was one of the partner for providing the and developing and designing the course curricula for the automotive sector. We are also working with Haryana State Livelihood Mission, wherein we are providing uh, multiple skilling program and also imparting skilling to different industry partners, wherein one of the major industry partners is Canterville, which is already working directly with the department, providing the training to the individuals. They are getting the benefit of placement as well. So the entire skilling scenario is more about training and placement, wherein the beneficiary is getting employed. And for the MSME segment, for the industry partners, they are getting the skilled manpower on a, we can say that the government is subsidizing the skilled manpower. So they are getting the skilled manpower. Apart from that, they are also getting the enhancement in the productivity segment because of these things. In Rajasthan also we have implemented couple of projects in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra, Delhi, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh. So we are covering the entire geography as well as also covering the central government. The last 10 years, we are the PMU for Ministry of Textile, which is a summer scheme wherein we have more than 350 industry partners. And out of 350 industry partners, 200 MSMEs directly or indirectly working with us through the textile associations, textile research associations, or directly as well. So now we'll focus more on the central government schemes. So there are a couple of schemes running around central government, which is more focused on the uh, skilled manpower, so that they can supply the skilled manpower as per the demand, so that the employment will be generated. The first benefit. The second benefit is that the industry partners will get more benefit in terms of the manpower and the productivity part. And third would be the modernization of the entire cluster as well as the modernization of the IT intervention, infrastructure innovation. All these things are covered in some of the schemes for capex part. But with respect to the manpower thing, they are also getting training in that particular segment. So if brief about Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, that is one of the flagship program of Ministry of Skill Development, started in 1670 majorly, and then implemented in multiple segments, PMKI 1, 2, 3, and 4. So currently PMKI 4 is running around, wherein currently the government is pushing to the government PSU for allocation of the target and directly to the industries. So recently they have awarded multiple allocation to different industries. So large cap industries are also coming and onboarded. In textile, we have Shahi, CB, Gugan. They have all got the allocation. In automotive, also one of the leading industry players, Sonalik, and all these things are also coming up onboarded, and they will be onboarded. So they are coming up, but the MSME segment, which I feel and which we have seen that they are not coming and they are not getting onboarded. So with that respect, MSME segment will also get the major benefit, because ultimately we required a skilled manpower with already a NSQF level certification, which is a national level certification, and the certificate to be issued by the directly by the central government ministry, which is also benefit the employees if you want to get some other kind of job in some other sector, or maybe in same sector in different industries. So these are the benefits. For example, currently it's 1.48 people have been trained, 1.10 have been certified, and 23 lakhs have been placed in the last 4 or 5 years. Here in PMK4, the placement percentage is low because recently the government has decided that placement should not be the mandatory criteria, as there are multiple small segment industries wherein they will not provide a direct employment, but they are also providing the indirect employment. So the placement criteria has been reduced in the PMK4 section. So this is divided in three segments: short-term training program, which is of approximately 200 hours to 300 hours, RPL, that is recognition of prior learning, which is of 80 hours to 100 hours. And there are also special projects wherein multiple industries are coming. For example, artificial intelligence, semiconductors, and green skills. So in the ministry, there are different sector skill councils which are also supporting the entire skilling ecosystem. So there are different sector skill council for different sectors. In textile, we have three. In green skills, we have two sector councils. In beauty and wellness, travel, hospitality, automotive. So all the sector skill councils are directly approaching to the industries and providing their support as and when required, in terms of the designing of the course curricula, in terms of understanding the current requirement as per the industry norms, and then providing training on their behalf so that they will get the maximum benefit of the skilled manpower. So all these things are entirely covered in this Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, which is more or less cluster-based skilling, which actually support local MSME as well as the nearby cluster with respect to the anchor industry partners, when the large players and corporates are coming and also supporting the MSME segments. So that is also supported by the associations who are directly working with the industries and supporting them. Uh, I think this scheme would be popular enough for the MSME segment, National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, which is actually more about, they have a portal under Ministry of, earlier it was under Ministry of Labor. So now it is also under The entire thing is run by the DGT and the Ministry of Skill Development. So herein, the MSME or the industry partner can also register. They can also highlight their demand and demand in terms of the job role as well. For example, there's a demand, they have a requirement of 100 manpower in particular area for sewing machine or operator, maybe for some fitter or plumber. They can put their requirement in the portal. They will also get the registered employees wherein they certified employees wherein they are also getting onboarded, and they will get the supply side from there as well. So this is an integrated platform developed by the government, which is actually focused more on the apprenticeship promotion scheme, apprenticeship promotion part, so that in the near future, after getting the apprenticeship of 6 months or 1 year or 2 year, they will be enrolled as an employee and they will get the trained manpower, so that in the future alignment they are more focused towards their work, as they know how to get the work to be done in this particular factory. They also understand the environment, sustainability, and also the workforce related issues, if any. So this is the benefit which actually this entire scheme is providing, and running for the last so many years with a budget of more than 1065 crore. So major focus, which we have seen as per the data, that most of the ITIs are getting benefit of this SNAP scheme. But now the government is also focusing towards the implementation of this scheme, not limited to the ITIs, but yes, limited to other sectors, other institutions as well, so that more and more industry partners get benefited, and more employees, employments get also be onboarded. So this is the third scheme which we are talking about. This is a summer scheme of Ministry of Textiles. Here we are directly working with the Ministry of Textiles for the last couple of years. The scheme has been designed in such a way that only the industry partners can directly benefit. Industry partners can directly register under this summer scheme and they will get benefit. For example, the for per trainee they are getting, for 300 hours allocation, they are getting 15,000 approximately. So all the leading industry players, textile sector, whether it's Shahi, Aditya Birla, Trident, Wellspan, CB, Google International, and for supporting the MSME segment, we have associations who are directly working with the MSME industry partners. For example, Tripur Export Association, SIMA is there, City is there, SHM is there. So all the associations are directly empaneled in this, and who are actually directly working with the MSME industry partners. Even we have approximately 80 to 100 MSME industry partners directly working with us, whether it is of Noida cluster, Bangalore cluster, Tirupur cluster, Ludhiana cluster, and this Bhiwandi in Maharashtra, and Bhiwani in this Rajasthan. So all the MSME segments are directly working with us, because the minimum turnover required for registration and to be onboarded in this scheme is only 5 CR. So whosoever have the turnover, average turnover of 5 CR in the last 3 years can be onboarded. They will train the person, they will get 15,000 cost per trainee, and then they will have to adopt that particular person. So 70% captive placement is mandatory, but so that is why this scheme is more attractive to the industry players. So we are not allowing any training institutions to come to be onboarded, because there is a demand from the industry and there is a consumption from the industry part. So we are focusing more on getting more industry partners to be onboarded. So Samarth 2 scheme is coming up in the next 3 or 4 months. The portal will be open in the month of June and July, and the participation will be there by the industry partners, so that they will get the maximum benefit of this scheme. So this scheme is actually recently announced in the budget as well by by the finance minister, that summer 2 is there for, and that this scheme is actually benefiting the entire MSME segment with respect to skilled manpower. So this is this dashboard which we have developed, and the more than 100% online empowerment, call center, all these things are relevant in this segment. So now this is a major scheme which is run by the Ministry of Rural Development, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana. This scheme was launched by the MORD in 2014 with the objective of providing placement linked skill development for the rural youth. So in this particular scheme, so many people have been trained recently, and the objective is to get the skilled manpower from the rural area, so that they will get the maximum benefit. As of now, you have seen that in many of the states, for example, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Bihar, Odisha, they are the manpower providing states. And major of the industrial cluster in India currently has Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, erstwhile Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana. But now the Odisha cluster is Madhya Pradesh cluster is also coming up in different segments, whether it's textile, automotive, or currently semiconductor space is also coming up. So now the new states are also coming up for their unique policies, which is actually supporting the industry players. So for that segment as well, this entire scheme where the rural youth can come in different parts of the country and get benefit, and also with respect to the industry players, they will also get benefit because they don't have to go and hunt the manpower, because they are getting the manpower in that particular area, which is actually the supply driven area. So this scheme is also providing so many benefits to MSME industries, wherein they can work in a clusters, and they can get they can open their training centers, they can open their industries in the rural area, and from there they will get the manpower. So the cost of the manpower will be reduced, because that is very high in the urbanized area and the semi-urbanized area. So that is the one thing wherein the industry will get benefit. Second, that they can nurture the manpower in terms of their own infrastructure, own setup of machines. So as per their requirement, they can nurture the entire manpower as well. So this scheme is also very popular, and but as of now, not so many MSME players are coming in this particular scheme, because of I think this scheme is most popular among the institutions. So industry players are not coming up and not onboarding in this scheme on such a larger way, like the PMKY or Samarth scheme, because but recently the MORD has launched the captive employer program in this scheme, wherein the industry players can come, they will work as a special project, they will be allocated a target, they will also get benefit of getting the this funding as well. So but this scheme has the highest funding in terms of the cost pertaining, as they are also, apart from the training program, they are also providing residential support and also some kind of benefit to the trainee as well. Now, this scheme is recently announced by the Ministry of Labor, which is Pradhan Mantri Viksit Bharat Rozgar Yojana. So I will take a few minutes on this slide. So this scheme is majorly focus and benefit to MSME segment as well as to the beneficiary. So for the incentive to first time employees, so that would be the employee would be registered in EPFO with a monthly salary up to 1 lakh only, and that period is open from 1st August 2025 to July 2027. And there is an incentive structure wherein 1 month EPF wage will be given to the employee. So up to 15,000. The first installment will be paid in 6 months of continuous service. Second would be in 12 months of continuous service, so that the employee should also retain. They should not leave the firm in midway, and that is why that is incentive is linked to 2 installments, and that will be direct benefit transfer. And with respect to the employer part, the employer will get benefit in terms of if you talk about the incentive structure, so monthly incentive would be 3,000 per month for 2 years for the manufacturing center, and for each additional employer hired. Employees with EPF wage up to 10,000, and the criteria have been given. So monthly incentive would be 1,000. For 10,000 to 20,000, it will be 2,000, and for between 20,000 to 1 lakh, it would be 3,000. So monthly incentive to employer is 3,000 for the wage of 20,000 to 1 lakh. So this is a scheme which is actually benefiting the employer as well. And for the non-manufacturing sector, up to 70,000 per month for 2 years, the manufacturing sector uh, incentive can be 1.44 lakh per eligible employee over the period of 4 years. So that is also directly linked to employer's PAN link bank account. So any of the employers can go to the EPFO website, register for this particular scheme, and then get the benefit of incentive processing. So employer is also getting benefited by the incentivization scheme, incentivization from the department and the ministry, and the employee is also getting benefit by getting the incentive. So you can always say that the 12 month salary would be a 1 month additional salary. So 13 months salary would be given to a employee of a salary of up to 15,000. So now we will come to the state government schemes which are actually supporting and benefiting the MSME segment. So we have chosen not too many states. We have chosen few states wherein the scheme is getting popular and the scheme is actually providing on-ground support to the concerned employers. So starting from Andhra Pradesh, so Andhra Pradesh State Skill Development Corporation has already launched this scheme, right? So this scheme is more Vyasa Nethan Nestham. This scheme is more about providing support in terms of handloom and textile sector. So they are providing directly benefit to the weaver in terms of supporting and providing wage employment, as well as they are also supporting in terms of setting up the infrastructure and providing some kind of in-kind benefit. For example, providing looms and other things to the weaver so that they can be financially more supported. And the scheme is more about market linkages. So they are providing the digital content kind of thing. So digital literacy will be there, and with respect to market linkage, they are also supporting them in terms of identification of the product designing through some of the internship people from the leading institutions. So these are the major benefit of this scheme. And as of now, 85,000 weaver families have been benefited from this particular scheme. So this is not more about MSME industry, but this is more about making a entrepreneur which will actually leading, and then in the near future will become an entrepreneur or run the enterprise which will become the MSME in the later stage of setting up the infrastructure and the industry kind of thing. Then this is the skill in Odisha. So Odisha has developed a World Skill Center in 2001 in Bhubaneswar, sorry, 21 in Bhubaneswar, which is more about providing employability and position Odisha as a skill center, because we all are aware that Odisha has a very good industrial policy. So they are also inviting different industries to become in the Odisha, in Bhubaneswar area, Cuttack area, and some other areas, so that their manpower cannot go outside, should not go outside from the Odisha. As of now, Odisha is one of the major migrant workforce which is supporting Tamil Nadu and Karnataka in terms of getting the employment. So what they have set up a new industrial policy wherein they are providing support to industry to come in terms of providing the land, adequate land for that particular factory, subsidy in terms of electricity subsidy, and providing incentive in terms of PF for the employees. So all these benefit they are providing for the industry. And with respect to that, they are also coming up with the skill center which provide the skilled manpower to these industries, because establishing the industries but not getting the right manpower for the industries will not actually serve the purpose. So in that sense, they are also doing the dual purpose, setting up of the industrial cluster in different area and also the skill center, so that the skill manpower can be supplied to these industries, and then only the production can be increased. So these kind of initiatives have already been done by this skilling center in Odisha. So it is funded by the ADP, and strengthening the Odisha's position in skills through world skill competitions and international placement as well. So one of the department we are providing facilitation, or we are providing support to Odisha Skill Development Authority and ORMAS. So we are the PME with both the departments, and now the department is also focusing more on the international placement and how the industry players can come to be onboarded and providing. If you are the opening factory in Africa, or if they are opening factory in Gulf countries or in some other areas, how the employee can also go abroad and do couple of things, and they will also get benefit. So the policy focus more about the industrial setup and also getting the right skilled manpower for that particular state so that migration can be stopped. So in both ways, they are making the balanced approach for the employers and for the employee as well. So this Kerala is already industries are not there in Kerala, but they are providing the IT, healthcare, finance kind of thing, emerging technologies. So they are the supplier actually. So in Kerala, there are multiple people, multiple employees who are getting or the IT initiatives learning, and then they are also there is a huge demand in Gulf countries with respect to nursing technology, IT, healthcare, finance for the Keralites because of the language and other support which they are getting and inherited. So Kerala have a very good skilling program, which is actually run through the skill development centers. And currently, they have trained more than 2.5 lakh students since inception and supporting the other part of the country in terms of IT services on healthcare. So Maharashtra has more focus on this the how to outreach the MSME segments, how to outreach the industry players, because Maharashtra is always a industrial hub and there are different clusters which are actually supporting and providing skilled manpower to different industries in different areas. So they have a different skilling program, which is, for example, Rozgar Vahini, which is an employment service to the employees. Then multiple skill development programs, whether central government or state government, and this is also a Rozgar portal support, which is more about supply driven. So employee can register and they can get and benefit from that the MSME industry players who are registered on the portal of the state portal can also get the skilled manpower. So Telangana is recently they are trying to adopt the new technologies in terms of training in AI, machine learning, data science, blockchain, cyber security, cloud computing. So they are not into the manufacturing space right now. They are trying to establish more into the manufacturing space, but they have a very good digital initiatives. So currently, Microsoft and this Amazon has taking the training to the employees and also absorbing them by providing multiple support to the employees. So all the Microsoft, Google, Infosys, Oracle has getting the benefit by skilling them, and then the Telangana people can be onboarded in the large cap industries currently, but that can be extended up to MSME industries as well if required. So Gujarat, we have Kaushal Vardhan Kendra, KVK Kendra they say, and their main objective is to provide the skilled manpower, provide training, and then as per the demand from the industry. For example, Surat is we all know that all the diamond thing is already there. It's also a textile hub. Ahmedabad is also a textile hub, and other players are also working over there. So from the KVK can the employee can register with their certifications and they can also supply it to the relevant industry segments when the industry segments will get the skilled manpower. So this is more about promoting self-employment and MSME participation by linking trained candidates with local industries. So they have a dashboard kind of thing wherein the number of trainees will be there and MSME industry partners can go there. They can also put their job roles where the demand is high and they will get the skill manpower. So they will not hunt and they will not look out for the trained manpower so in the factory or the industry so that they will actually benefit from this particular Kaushal Vardhan Kendra kind of things. Already more than 585 courses in different sectors, including IT, electronics, hospitality, has been provided training, and 1.9 million candidates have been trained so far. So Tamil Nadu has started this thing by providing this. Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation has come up with the initiative initially for the course registration, career guidance, and skill tracking. And they have a skill registry which directly connects students with the employers. So employer can directly benefit in terms of different sectors which are covering, which includes textiles, which includes different manufacturing of automotive or maybe some other sectors. So employers are registering on that particular skill registry. They will get the skilled manpower as per their requirement, and then accordingly they will place the employees. So the whatever funding or whatever they are already for mobilization purpose in different areas, they will not have to go over there, they will not have to expend their money over there. So they will get the skilled manpower in a click of a mouse, and they will not have to go anywhere else for particular job roles. So that is still going on, but uh, more work has to be done in terms of getting the linkage part between the industry and the employees as of now. But that scheme is actually, and the portal is actually supporting the industrial partners in terms of getting the trained manpower. So again, the Karnataka Kaushal Karnataka is also on the similar direction of the Tamil Nadu, wherein they have already provided the portal wherein the demand and supply can be channelized, and that can be inherent, and that can be benefited in terms of different segments and different sectors. For example, construction, tailoring, hospitality, handicrafts, and there are more than 1,000 training partners who have a direct connect with the industries, MSME industries, local industries for the supply of manpower. Because in Karnataka, what happened, the training partners tie up with the local industries. For example, in North Karnataka, in the Mangalore area, they are providing supplied manpower to the local industries as well. So these kind of initiatives is indirectly benefiting the MSME segment, MSME industry partners by getting the skilled manpower, because they don't have time. The production, they are more focusing on the production and export part. So they don't have time to get the workforce which is ready for initial distribution and immediate productivity to be enhanced, because that is a major challenge in the for the local industries. They always say that they don't have time to provide the training to the individual. Second, they don't get the right individual at the right time for the right segment, so that productivity can be enhanced and the quality can be improved in terms of export. Uttar Pradesh Vishkarma Shram Samman is more about, now they're focusing more in the district area. So in different districts they have different budget allocations, training centers. They're also providing toolkit and modern machinery to the artisans. So that is more focused on artisans, wherein the self-employment and entrepreneurship skills can be developed. But in some or other way, the small industries also are also getting benefited by getting the right manpower. But that is majorly focus on the distribution of toolkit, training, and infrastructure right now. Rajasthan Raj Kaushal Yojana is also on the similar lines, but that is for in their portal, more than 25,000 firms have been registered and established. So the listing of job is more than 1 lakh, and the coverage, all the 33 districts of Rajasthan is covered under it. But that is still launched in 2020 at the time of COVID. So that is not, peaking up. But in the last, I think, 1 or 2 years, they have started marketing this particular scheme. They have started connecting with the workers for the local employment opportunities. For example, in Jaipur, they are trying to find the small handicraft enterprises, which will actually support the weavers, artisans in terms of the export of their product, which they have already developed. Even in Bhiwani area, also they are trying to getting the local employment. So now the department is more focused on providing opportunities to uh, local industries by supplying the trained manpower. So this is also the initiative done by the state government. Now the Punjab. So Punjab is also focusing on the skill development part by organizing Rozgar Melas, wherein all the industry players are welcomed in different districts so that they will get the trained manpower. This initiative has not speed up too much, but yes, now they are focusing more on the Punjab Ghar Ghar Rozgar portal, wherein the supply and the demand can be matched accordingly with respect to the job roles. So apart from that, the central government has also launched PM Setu, Pradhan Mantri Self-Employment Training Program, which is focusing on the ITI upgradation. As we all know that ITI upgradation is a major part, and in many of the sectors, for example, majorly IT, fitter, plumber, uh, they all are ITI passed candidates or beneficiaries who are actually open their shops in respective region or areas, and also become entrepreneur or scalable up to 50 100 people. They have already providing support in terms of setting up the small enterprise as per their own requirements. So this is important. So PM Setu is coming up in a large scale where they are covering more than 1,000 ATIs, and they will be anchor industry partners, wherein anchor industry partners will actually take up 5 or 6 ITIs, and they will train the ITI beneficiaries as per their own current demand or as per their own industry standard, so that they will not struggle in getting the not the right player in this particular industries. So the training course to be developed by the industry standards, infrastructure to be set up, and government is providing funding to anchor industry partners, so that anchor industry partners can also bring on boarded small MSME industries to support them in terms of providing the local employment in the nearby sectors. So all the states are coming up with PM Setu schemes wherein triple P mode would be there. The government ITS will be supported by anchor industry partners, which will the leading, for example, if in Punjab Hoshiarpur district is selected, wherein if in Hoshiarpur Sonalika can take the lead on that part by taking the entire 4 or 5 ITIs in that particular area, but that actually support the local MSME industry players working in that area by getting the right employee, by getting the right skilled manpower to small or local industries, which will actually benefit them in terms of enhancement the production part. So yeah, this is from my side. Uh, Thank you so much. If anything is there, let me know.
Thank you, Sadananji, for the insightful presentation. I think the MSMEs can take benefit from the various schemes you have shared, both the central and the state scheme. I think currently only the large corporates are able to take the benefits. MSMEs are either not aware or they are not able to access these wonderful schemes, which can not only provide them with skilled labor but also financial benefits under the state as well as central government schemes. So I request Ashok Pandey sir for his closing remarks or any observation from sir.
Uh, Thanks, Gaurav, and thanks, Sadanand, also for sharing the insight on the skill initiatives of the Ministry of Skill Development of the Government of India and the other state government schemes also. See, as you are aware, we have already launched the DIA portal, and as of now, 105 industry associations, they are already active on the portal, and more than 29,000 MSME members are there also. And we are more focusing on the skilling part of the industry association and their members also. And that's why we have already onboarded 198 business development service providers also on the portal. And in that direction, we have been conducting the webinars with the support of both KPMG and GT. And this is going to definitely help the MSMEs. They need to work more on the skill part of the workforce whom they deploy. So unless their skill set that is going to improve, the productivity of the enterprise as a whole, that has to improve, and so that the bottom line also of the enterprise that also moves up. upwards also. And we are trying to have different events and other things. They are also being conducted in phagital mode, physically as well as digitally also. In that direction, we whatever the deliberation that has happened with the support of the GTT, definitely that is going to help the MSME members also. And it's my request to all the industry partners also, which are already there with SIDBI. They need to sensitize their members to take maximum benefit of the different initiatives of the government of India, particularly on the skill sector. Thank you. Thank you once again, the entire GT team. Thanks, Sadanand and Gaurav. Thanks. Thanks a
Thank you,
lot.
sir.
Thank
You so much.
you. Thank you, Pandey sir, for your kind words. Again, a request to all the industry participants. You can choose SIDBI for your credit needs. So if you have not yet filled the relevant column in the Excel sheet, our teams will reach out to you and you may opt SIDBI for your credit needs. Thank you, Sadanand for the insightful
Thank you.
presentation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.